on, guys? You're watching Mr. Mike's Gun Rack. Today we're looking at the Primary Arms MD80S sight. We're testing it out, putting it through its paces. I got it mounted up to the AK here, the Hungarian SA85, on the dreaded Ultimac rail. I figure if anything's going to kill this sight, the AK is going to do it, between the recoil and the heat coming off this rail. A lot of people are questioning how good these sights actually are. We aim to find out today. We've been shooting a few hundred rounds through today, getting it hot. It's been raining off and on. The weather's not really cooperating, but I figure that's good weather to test this sight at. This sight claims to be waterproof and fog-proof. One of the big downsides to previous Primary Arms sights is they were not waterproof. So we're going to be testing that here. I've already shot this a lot in the rain and yet to see any fogging, but I'm going to dunk it here in this water and just see how she does. Go ahead and get it nice and wet here. Shake it around. Get a couple sides of it wet. The dot seems to be working fine. Okay. Next, we're going to be testing the durability and the shock proofness of the sight here. I have questions about this rubberized buttons on the top, how strong they are. We're going to find out. I'm about 6'2", so we'll see what it looks like when we drop this thing. Still on. Starting to get it. And it looks like we might have killed it. Or not, no. Just turn the sight over. It's fine to me. See how she does. Sight's still working even though it's all muddy. Sorry for that bad bump fire attempt. So in the world of cheap red dots, Primary Arms is no newcomer to the game. They've been making decent quality sights for a long time, but nothing really super amazing, really. I had some of their older microdot sights and they worked out well. One of their biggest problems they had, though, was fogging and rain and wet conditions. And here in the Pacific Northwest, we get a lot of that. So basically most of the year I wasn't able to use my sight. Now they did dry out and they did work out and it didn't kill the sight, but it was unusable while it was fogged up. One of the other things about this sight that really impressed me is I hate turning on and off sights. You know, I've had EOTechs where you turn them on, they're on for 4 hours and they turn off, or 8 hours or whatever. You know, I don't really like that very much. I like to grab the rifle and go. This sight has 50,000 hours of battery life, which is really impressive for the price. For under $200, this sight gives you 50,000 hours of battery life and waterproof, fog-proof, and shock-proof from my tests. I was dropping on some pretty hard rocks. That's some pretty big gravel back there. Baseball-sized rocks, a little bit of grass growing over top of them. It's all muddy and it's got some scratches on the anodizing right now, and but the sight held up fine. This sight does feature a 2 MOA dot. I like a 2 MOA dot on a rifle better than a 4. If it's on a handgun, I like bigger, like an 8 MOA dot. This does have a removable base. It will fit all your aimpoint style bases. So if you need a QD riser to go on an AR-15 rifle or a low mount like this one, it'll work great for you. As you can see, this style, aim point style red dot works perfectly on the Ultimate rail, and it co-witnesses in a lower third one co-witness. So one of the things I hear quite often is you shouldn't trust your life to a cheap red dot sight, and I agree with that 100%. You compare this to an aim point micro. The aim point micro, in my opinion, what you're paying for in part is that company's reputation for quality and the quality control that goes into that sight. Very rarely do you hear about a micro failing under normal conditions, and they are very rugged and tough sights. One of the purposes for me testing the sight today is I want to see how it's stacked up to it. Is it going to handle that? The bottom line is I can't afford to put a expensive $700 sight on every single rifle I own. So that's why I'm doing this. If I could afford to put a micro on it, I wouldn't even be reviewing this right now. But in my opinion, the sight held up very well to the abuse I put it through. We'll be giving you more updates in the long term on how this sight holds up. You'll be seeing it on different rifles, but so far so good. We dropped it, we dunked it in water. The sight is still going. It's been going for the last 3 weeks. 5 years battery life. This is an excellent sight for the money. You know, I can't really say anything bad about it. It's a great sight, and that's one of the things that's changing in the cheap optic world is companies like Primary Arms producing these sights at a reasonable price. They're becoming more popular. More and more people are leaning away from magnified optics or just iron sights and going to red dots. So anyways, guys, that's my video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments. Ask me questions. I'm pretty good at answering them. Thanks for watching. Bye.